All right, and that's number 10. Well, hello, Shiny Crafty People. It's Tim Totten here, and welcome back to the channel. I've just gotten back from the Dollar Tree here in the United States. Actually, I went to mine in Eustis, Florida, and I went to... Every town that has a couple of them has, like, the good one, right? So I just went to the really good one, the good Dollar Tree, and I found 10 amazing crafting tools that you can get at the Dollar Tree for just $1.25 each here in 2025 when I'm making this video. So I want to go through them with you and show how they could be used for sewing and crafting. And a lot of them are actually from the craft section. You'd be surprised how much they have in there now. So let's go through the list. Number 10 is this fun little organizer box. It's just $1.25, as you'll see there. What I like about this is I would use this for, I'm gonna open it up now. I would use this for, specifically for bobbins. And the reason is, unless you have a bobbin case. Now I have bobbin cases that I love, like this type of bobbin case, but this holds a lot of bobbins and you may not need that many in your life. You just want a small one for $1.25. This was decidedly more than $1.25, but you could literally fit. And this is literally actually a pill case, but it has 8, so maybe not. They sell them like this for pill cases, but you could literally put your bobbins in there. See? Bobbin in the piece, just right there. I think this is a really great tool for that, and it's a smaller bobbin case. Now they're selling it as just a organizer box, but I'm saying organize your bobbins. Number 2 is a roller cutter, a small rotary cutter. And I'm gonna tell you, for just $1.25, this one's a good size. They, let's see, it's using what looks like to be a 28mm cutter blade in there. This is great for small things, and for just $1.25, wow, for you to have like a small cutter that you can pop open and close. I can see using this on very small little projects, or just having it near your sewing machine when you need to quick snap some stuff. Now the next one goes into all of the glue type of stuff. So they have liquid adhesive they're selling there now. Now I like to use like Elmer's glue, just regular school glue, but they also sell really good craft specific adhesive. And I actually started using this one more often. It says it's perfect for embellishments on wood, plastic, leather, paper, cardboard, trims, super easy. It's actually a nice glue. I've used it before, but I'm just stocking back up again. Speaking of glue, they do have glue sticks there. Of course, these are longer glue sticks. I like a longer glue stick when I'm using my hot glue gun. So these are hot glue sticks. And that's because then you don't have to refill it as often. You have the longer stick to do. And those are also just $1.25 for what looks like 5 of them. Speaking of hot glue, man, the next one is great. I've never seen this before. It's a glue gun pad. See the glue gun pad here? And it's actually designed for you to, it's like a silicone mat. Yeah, 100% silicone, it says. You'll see it says it right there on the piece. 100% silicone. And now you're gonna have to take it out and lay it out flat and let it sit for a little while because it probably retains this. But what a great way. How many times have I sat my glue gun, down, and then it gets stuck to my cutting board, and then it might melt the cutting board because this cutting board's not silicone. Get yourself a silicone mat for that. Now this next one was not in the crafting section. This was in the garden section. These are plant clips, but they're quite large. And what I like about these particular clips is that as you, I'll have to get them out and open them. These are a little bigger. There's some small ones here. So here's the small size clip. But I like these to clip together amounts of fabric, but you can also use it to literally clamp fabric there. So I'm trying to find a piece of fabric that might be getting sewn. These are pieces that we just sew onto and off of. But imagine if you were trying to put those pieces together, you could use those clips to hold it together. And it's not there, and they're just like as good as any sewing clips. The reason I like these is they also have bigger clips. I'm gonna show you the bigger ones. So here's the difference in size between the big clip and the smaller clip. See the difference there? Well, the bigger one actually is a bit stronger even, surprisingly. I mean, you would think that it wouldn't be as, but that lets you get a little further in. And I like this if I'm making a craft project where I need to clamp some things together so that they hold and glue. A lot of times the standard clips that you would use for sewing, which I don't have any here, they don't have a lot of room in the mouth. They don't have a lot of room here. You can't open them too wide and they wouldn't hold down. This opens quite wide, so if you were putting together, looking through at you, if you're putting together a couple pieces of wood, small pieces of wood, or several layers of paper, this could really hold down and clamp them. And that metal sort of spring is helping. I like it a lot. Now the last actual physical item that's like a tool rather than some materials you can use is this painter's pencil and brush organizer. And I'm going to tell you where I would use this particular piece, and only $1.25, by the way. I would use this for anyone who's like a crocheter, who crochets. Are they called crocheters? I'm not actually sure. Crochet enthusiast? Crochet artist? Hooker? I don't know, whatever they're called. Those people could certainly use this to organize, but I really will use this for all of those long tools like brushes, but also like for my stilettos that I have, as well as other long things. I have a couple of little wooden presses and other stuff that I could fit in here, and they're all different sizes, and pens, pencils. You always need to keep that chalk pencils and stuff for sewing. Really great use. And I think it might spin around, or maybe it doesn't. You could make it a lazy Susan if you wanted to, though. Okay, the last few items are definitely, and I haven't been numbering these, but I'll put the numbers down on the bottom of the screen so you can see it. I don't remember what number I was at. They actually now sell fusible interfacing. They have fusible interfacing there, and this is sort of the standard. I'm trying to read and see what it says specifically. It's iron-on fusible interfacing, pre-wash your materials, preheat your iron, don't use steam with your iron. Yeah, it's important. Also, hey, this, just so you know about fusible interfacing, if you haven't heard how to use it, you don't go like this. You'll actually run the glue out the other. You literally lift your iron and press down. And it takes a while to do. If you've got one of those heat presses for like the Cricut stuff, way better anyway. This is a lightweight, and the size is 1 yard by 20 inches. So 20 inches by 36 inches. Pretty good piece of fusible interfacing for just $1.25. If you just need a small amount of fusible interfacing and you're not going to go by the fabric store, stop in at Dollar Tree. All right, actually, this is an actual tool. It is a felt hexagon bulletin board. A felt hexagon bulletin board. Here's what I like about this specifically. Because it is felt, I mean, yes, you can put the pins that they provide you with some push pins. What I thought would be cute is if you're piecing together relatively small, if you're doing either small English paper piecing or other stuff and you want to play around, it's felt. It will hold fabric to it. Felt walls are what people have used for years to lay out big quilt designs. Well, if you want to play with some smaller pieces, great way to sort of lay it out and see what it would look like. And in fact, what I love about this, actually, this idea, I'm going to make something for another video with this particular piece, but you could also do a cool design on the front of this using like an iron-on type of material, and then you could give it as a gift and it becomes a bulletin board for somebody else that's been personalized. And lastly, I have, well, two things. You can buy felt and fabric at Dollar Tree. Most of them sell these kind of things. These were pretty good size. One's is a fat quarter, 18 by 21, and the other, the felt roll, is 11 3/4, 11.75 by 42 inches. So it's a long strip of felt. I may be using this for a project soon, but you can get plenty of other versions. But what I really wanted to talk to you about was this crafting paper pack. Now, this is just an image on the front to show you what kind of papers are inside. I will open it up if I can figure that out, where to do it. This is a square of paper. So this paper squares are 6 by 6, and you can use this for a lot of small projects, but you can also use this to make origami. And if you've seen some of the origami pieces I've made over time on the channel, you can do those. And look at all the cool colors in here. All the cool designs and colors you can do origami pieces. So I love having a pack of paper like this. And it's not real thin paper either. This has actually got a little bit of heft to it. It's more a little bit like a thicker cardstock almost. So really good for stamping and cutting and other things like that. All right, folks, that's my haul from the Dollar Tree that I did of crafting and sewing tools and supplies, shot here in February of 2025. And as of now, all the products are still $1.25. We'll see how that goes. And I didn't go into the aisles that have $3 and $5 items. They do have that now. But I want to keep these Dollar Tree videos as $1.25. So until next time, folks, I hope you enjoy shopping and stay crafty. Bye for now. All right, so, gosh, what product am I gonna tackle first with all this cool stuff? I don't know. I haven't done origami in a while. I think it's time to see if I still know how to fold a crane.